There appears to be a trend emerging with the flamboyant real estate agent Patrick Carroll. The swaggering businessman had now made enormous financial statements and appeared impressive in front of large crowds twice, only to back out when no one was around. Carroll, who oddly referred to the event's organizers as a fraudulent organization, decided not to cough up after placing a stunning $1.5 million bid in a charity auction for UNICEF at a glittering gala that was attended by Leonardo DiCaprio, Jared Leto, and former Vogue UK boss Edward Ninful. According to information obtained by Page 6, the Florida wheeler dealer recently spent a fortune at Tom Ford in the hopes of receiving an invitation to the premium brand's Milan fashion show as a loyal customer. However, he attempted to return a number of the opulent baubles that had initially gotten him invited, after he and his fiancée enjoyed the red carpet treatment. Carroll, who famously got into a fight at another star-studded event and was accused of spitting on a restaurant manager, has reportedly told the renowned American fashion house that he would like tickets to its Milan fashion show, according to sources who spoke with Page 6. However, rumors have it that they informed him that only the most generous customers at their boutiques are eligible for that honor. Our shrewd hero followed the message and spent a fortune on a plethora of eye-catching accessories, such as $10,000 leather jackets, $19,000 cuff links, $2,500 sandals, and many outfits for his sweetheart. And then, bingo, as the Milanese say. Tom Ford paid for the couple's first-class tickets to Milan, a chauffeured vehicle, and front-row seats close to the Lauder family, whose Estée Lauder recently purchased Tom Ford. However, furious insiders revealed to Page 6 that Carroll tried to return many of the most costly things, such as the gowns and cuff links, after they had worn the outfits to the event. He wants to let people know he's very rich, but then he wears clothes and returns them, said a very unhappy insider. A representative for Carroll told us the allegation seemed odd when we asked if Carroll purchased the goods to become a big enough spender to be eligible for the tickets. He is one of Tom Ford's biggest clients. Furthermore, I'm sure that because they gave him the tickets, he never felt under any obligation to buy clothes. He has consistently splurged on Tom Ford apparel. One of his favorite designs is this one. In fact, he has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars with Tom Ford long before they gave him the recent tickets to their show, the statement continued. He has the money for hotels, tickets, and flights. He accepted their offer of tickets and travel since he was a huge fan of Tom Ford. His expenses for the previous 6 years at Tom Ford. Nearly $1 million looks like a significant client to me. He can attest to that. The fact that they are punishing him for returning his girlfriend's clothes, which she declared weren't her favorite, defies logic. People frequently return items, they continued. It has been reported that the company refused to accept the returns because it was obvious the items had been worn. For instance, based on images from their own fashion show. Carroll issued the following response to our request for comment, F***KU, Page 6. Calling the allegations untrue, he. This is the biggest pile of nonsense ever. I didn't return anything, so I hope Tom Ford didn't say this because it's not good, he remarked. My girlfriend may have returned a few outfits because she didn't require the 18 evening gowns they were trying to sell her. If you are a salesperson and you are selling someone $25,000 cuff links, you should explain that, he continued. I didn't return anything I got, except $25,000 cuff links. It resembles a watch or a vehicle. He said, they have my credit card on file, and they just showed up at my house. Additionally, he disclosed an email from his accountant stating that, since 2017, he had spent about $800,000 at the brand. Carroll placed the winning bids on a vintage car in a Top Gun experience, which featured a flight in a fighter jet, fine dining, wine, and lodging in Burgundy, France, during the UNICEF scandal of the previous year. Carroll told Page 6 that he was quite surprised when his bank reported the recipient as a bogus organization, even though he had sent the full amount of the payment. This is due to the fact that, as I subsequently discovered, the payment was really made to the event planners and the gala's membership committee rather than UNICEF, who lavishly funded the benefit itself. Additionally, I was informed that the donation was tax-deductible. Surprisingly, this turned out not to be the case. At that point, I decided that my philanthropic dollars would be better spent elsewhere, he continued. A few days prior to the auction, Carroll received the Italy-shaped boot at a party in Amalfi, as we previously reported in 2022, after becoming somewhat inebriated and having disagreements with security. What was meant to be a fun night out for everyone in Capri became unnecessary drama, his attorney told us at the time. Now that everyone has spoken, everything is well. Last year, the Bible of real estate Carroll allegedly spit in the face of a Wynwood, Miami, restaurant manager after the manager stepped in to stop Carroll from making advances on a lady who was out on a date, according to The Real Deal. Carroll's representative at the time said that Carroll merely mimed spitting on the manager because the manager had used fighting words, not that Carroll had spat on him. Carbone's parent company, Major Food Group, in Miami reportedly barred him from their locations as well. Tom Ford did not reply to our message.